Good day, everyone. I am Gianina May Agot from the Group 1, and today I'll be discussing the Learning Goal 1, the rewards of sound financial planning, which is part of the Chapter 1, understanding the financial planning process. And this topic explains how proper financial planning help us to make a wise financial decisions and achieve a better quality of life. Before we begin, let us first look our learning objectives. By the end of this discussion, we should able to understand what sound financial planning means, explain why financial planning is important, identify the rewards of the financial planning, and understand how financial planning helps improve our standard of life. And these objectives help us realize that the financial planning is not only about managing money, but also about preparing for our future. So, what is financial planning? Sound financial planning is the process of making wise decisions that help us achieve our personal and financial goals. It involves budgeting, savings, spending wisely, investing, managing debt, and purchasing insurance and planning retirement. Financial planning is not only for wealthy person. Even students can be practiced by budgeting their allowance, savings regularly, and avoiding unnecessary expenses. The main purpose of the financial planning is to make sure that our money is used efficiently so we can meet the both present and the future needs. Why is financial planning important? First, it helps us achieve our goals, whether we go to finish a college, buy a house, or start a business. Financial planning provides a clear path of those goals. Second, it prepares us for unexpected emergencies such as illness, accidents, or job losses. The third is it teaches us to spend wisely, save constantly, and avoid unnecessary debt. And lastly, financial planning gives us a financial security and reduce stress because we know we are prepared for our future challenges. As the saying goes by, failing to plan is planning to fail. Reward of sounds of financial planning. There are many sounds of financial planning. This includes achieving financial goals, improving our standards life, and developing wise spending habit, and building wealth over time, and preparing for emergencies, and providing financial security, and giving us peace of mind. This rewards is show that the financial planning is not just about saving money. It is about creating a better future for ourselves and for our families. One of the biggest rewards of financial planning is achieving our financial goals. Financial goals can be divided into short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals includes savings for tuition fees, buying a laptop, or building an emergency funds. A long-term goals includes buying a house, starting a businesses, or retirement comfortability. When we create a financial plan and it follow us constantly, our goals become more realistic or achievable. Without a plan, our dreams may be remain only a dreams. Another reward is improving our standard of living. Our standard of living refers to the quality of life we enjoy. Financial planning helps us meet our basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, education, and healthcare, while also allowing us to enjoy some comforts and luxurious responsibly. The better we manage our money, the more opportunity we have to improve our quality of life. It also reduces the financial stress because we are money. Where on the money is going. Another reward is improving our standard living. Our standard of living refers to the quality of life we enjoy. Financial planning is help us to meet our basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter, education, and care. We also enjoy some comfortable and luxurious responsibly. The better we manage our money, the more the opportunity we have to improve our quality of life. It also reduces financial stress because we know where our money is going. Financial planning is also help us accumulate wealth. We can build wealth by saving money regularly and investing wisely. There are two types of assets. The first is financial assets such as savings, accounts, stocks, bonds, and mutuals. The second is tangible assets such as houses, land, cars, and other vulnerable properties. As our assets grow, our financial security also increases, allowing us to achieve more goals in the future. The organizational planning model explains how financial success is achieved. It starts with financial plans, where we can identify our financial goals. Next are the financial actions, where we can make decisions regarding our asset, credit, insurance, investment, and retirements. Finally, these actions produce the financial result such as financial stability, increased wealth, and achieving our financial goals. This model reminds us that the good financial result begins with careful planning and responsible financial decisions. To summarize, remember these important points: financial planning is for everyone, not only for people with high incomes. Managing money wisely help us achieve our goals, improve our standards, or living prepare for emergencies and build a wealth over time. Most importantly, financial success depends not only on how money we earn, but also on how we manage wisely the money we have. To conclude, sound financial planning is one of the most important life skills we can develop. It helps us make informed financial decisions, control our spending, savings for the future, build wealth, and achieve financial security. As a future business professionals and a financial managers, we should be begin practicing a good financial habits today, because the decision we make now will be shape our financial future. And always remember, financial planning is not about being rich. It is about being prepared, making decision or wise decision, and creating a secure future. And thank you everyone. Thank you for listening, and that concludes my presentation. Thank you and God bless.
Good day, everyone. I am Stephanie J. Alalor, and today I will be discussing the personal financial planning process and defining financial goals. Personal financial planning is an important life skill because it helps us manage our money wisely and prepare for our future. As students, it is never too early to learn how to plan our finances. Now, let's begin. First, what is personal financial planning? Personal financial planning is a systematic process that considers all aspects of a person's financial life in order to achieve financial goals. In simple words, it means making a plan for how we earn, spend, save, and invest our money so we can reach the goals na gusto nato maabot sa atoang kinabuhi. Without proper planning, it becomes more difficult to manage our finances and ang pag-prepare pod for the unexpected situations. Now, let's talk about why personal financial planning is important. First is personal financial planning is not only for the wealthy. So daghang tao ang ginaisip na ang financial planning is para lang siya sa mga rich people. Pero dili jud na siya tinuod. Kay tanan ta regardless sa income, regardless sa ato ang status sa life, is need makabalo kung unsaon pag-manage sa ato ang kwarta ug tarong. Second is, whether you have a lot of money or not enough money, you still need personal financial planning. Even if we have a small amount of allowance kay students pa man ta, like 50 pesos, mag ano nang tag fare every ano na to, back and forth ana. Tapos ang the remaining is pwede nato siya i-save and pwede po nato siya atong certain amount of allowance na madawat nato is i-budget nato para napatay mabutang sa taang savings. Third is, if you have enough money, planning can help you spend and invest it wisely. Financial planning is mo ni siya nag-prevent sa atoan na maggasto sa mga unnecessary things. And ginaalaw pud ta ani niya na i-invest ang ato ang money didto sa mga bagay na kanang makatabang sa atoan na ma-achieve ang ato ang goals. Next is, if your income seems inadequate, taking steps to plan your financial activities will lead to an improved lifestyle. Planning allows us to prioritize our needs over wants and avoid overspending. Whether student ba ka, fresh graduate ba ka, or kanang already nagatrabaho na student ay working student, no? Having a financial plan is makatabang jud siya to become financially responsible. Next, now let's talk about or let's discuss the steps in the financial planning process. So there are 6 steps in the financial planning process. The first one is define financial goals. So the first step is i-identify nimo kung unsa imong gusto i-achieve. Like for example, gusto ka mag-save og money for graduation, gusto ka mo og laptop, ana i-identify nimo kung unsa imong gusto i-achieve. Next is develop financial plans and strategies to achieve goals. Like kuan kanang mag-make ka og budget o mag-make ka og kuan kanang target nimo ana naman magplano ka na ka target na savings ana naman ang plano nimo is maka 500 ka na naman, so mag-create kag plan, mag-create kag budget. Next step is implement financial plans and strategies. So kani this simply means putting your plans into action. Kay planning is useless if we don't actually follow it. Next is periodically develop and implement budgets to monitor and control progress towards goals. Use financial statements to evaluate results of plans and budgets, taking corrective action as required. No? Need yun na to na kanang mag-regular check, ir- irregular atong pag-check, pag-monitor sa ato ang budget. So we need to regularly check whether naga-follow pa ba ta sa ato ang budget or inline pa ba ta sa budget na need nato throughout the process, and if gamay na lang ba ang kulang para ma-achieve nato to ng goals. And if necessary, mag-make taog adjustments. Last is redefine goals and revise plans and strategies as personal circumstances change. Kibitaw, life changes over time. Ang ato ang mga goals, ang ato ang income, ang ato ang expenses, pwede dyan na siya mabago. So, need dyan na to i-update ato ang financial plans pag need na dyan siya i-update. Pag very, ano na dyan siya, very important dyan siya na i-revise or i-listen, kumbaga. So, na ako example na ma-apply ning 6 kabuok steps in the financial planning process. So, for example, gusto ko mopayat og laptop next year. No? Yan ako'y goal na mag-save up og 20,000 pesos kay alangan, alangan. Gusto man akong laptop. Kay ang range sa laptop lang is 15 to 17K. Maka-laptop na ka. After ana, mag-create ko og budget. Kung pilang ako ang allotted. Pila ako ang need i-save every day or every allowance. Ana, mag-save ko, mag-save ba ko og per week, per month, ana. And then, monitor na ko to kong savings if every day ba ko gahatag or laktaw-laktaw ko. And then, pag necessary na or nanay mga need bagoon sa ako ang planos, bagoon ako pag needed na jud. Next is let's define financial goals. So kani, financial goals are the results that an individual wants to attain. Modo ni siya mga goals na we want to achieve through proper money management. Example, buying a house, building a college fund, achieving financial independence. Why defining your financial goal is important? Kay it is impossible man to manage your financial resources without financial goals. Kay if you don't have a clear financial goals, lisod jud kaayo siya na mahimong effective ang imong finances. And ang goals biya jud nato no is ang naga-serve as our direction. Naay types of financial goals. Financial goals cover a wide range of financial aspirations, including controlling living expenses. Pasabot ani is gina-make sure ta na mag-spend lang sa mga need jud nato and mag-avoid ta og unnecessary expenses. Kani kinato kinahanglan. Next is meeting retirement needs. No? Bisan pagtuod na mga ano pa ta, mga bata pa ta, saving early for retirement gives us more financial security in the future. Gaan na lang sa to ang feeling na pag retire ta, secure na to ang future kay naka-save naman ta. Next is setting up a savings and investment program. No, saving helps us prepare for emergencies like accidents, hospital bills, ana. While investing, nagatabang pod siya na ato ang kwarta is maglago every period of time, ana. Next is minimizing taxes. Proper financial planning also helps individuals legally reduce unnecessary taxes. Next is having enough money to live as well as possible. Financial planning allows us na i-enjoy ang ato ang life, i-enjoy ang ato ang hobbies, kanang live as we want to live. Char. Next is being financially independent. Kasi pasabot ani is marag naa na we are able na to support ourselves ba without relying on others. Next is sending children to college. Kani mostly mostly mga parents is naga-save up dud sila og money para matagaan og quality education ang ilahang anak. Ilahang anak in the near future. So, baby pa karon mag ano dud sila mag save dud sila para matagaan og quality na education nila ang anak na kanang na-experience nila o kanang gusto nila ma-experience sa ilang anak na wala nila na-experience sa una. Lastly is providing for retirement. Kani mao ni siya ang biggest goals of financial planning. Kay dili man gud gina-ensure na naay enough money pag once na mag-stop na ka og trabaho. Mao to siya nganong importante ni siya ng mga types. First is financial goals should be defined as specifically as possible. So, need jud no na maging specific jud ta sa ato ang goals. Dili lang kay mag-ingon ta og I want to save money. 'Di ba? Dili siya specific. Magkabuhol-buhol, magdisod na ka asa ka magsugod. Dapat maging specific ka. Ingon ka og I want to save money for for laptop within this year na a specific amount of money kay para mas easy siya i-achieve, no? Next is goals should be realistic and attainable. So, dapat kato mga goals na gusto nimo i-achieve, dapat realistic to siya and kaya na dyan nimo kabot. No, dapat siya kanang match siya sa imuhang current income o imuhang financial situation. Kung unsa imong financial income, mao lang pod ay imong current income, mao lang pod ang imong kanang ma-budget. Kay kung overage pud kaayo ang mga pangandoy na kanang goal, tapos dili siya aligned or aligned sa imong current situation, maglisod jud ka og attain sa kato na goal. Putting target dates on financial goals. So kani, financial goals are more effective when they are set with goal dates. Next is goal dates are target points in the future when you expect to have achieved or completed certain financial objectives. Setting deadlines helps us stay motivated and monitor our progress. No? Kay pag once man gud na kana na mura gud sa kana activity sa school. Pag naay activity sa school, pagdili jud kay buhat para makapasa ka sa gihatag kung kanus ad ang deadline na gihatag sa professor. Mura ra pud siya ani pag once na mag-attain gusto ka ma-achieve na ng mga goals, mag-set ka og target dates sa target month, target year para ma-motivate ka. Kaya para pag once na hapit na tong date na imong gi-target tapos excited na kay ka na ay naabot na ka na-accomplish na ako ang gusto i-accomplish. And through kani ani is kanang ma-monitor po nato ato ang progress ba. Kani. Financial goals are classified into three types according to time. Naatay long-term goals, short-term goals, intermediate goals. So, si long-term goals cover a period of 6 or more, indicate wants and desires for the future, may need to be adjusted as personal circumstances change. Usually, si long-term goals is ma-accomplish nimo siya more than 6 years. 6 or more than 6 years. Example ani kay pag magpalit kag balay, mag-start kag business, ana. Short-term goals set each year and cover a 12-month period. Usually, ma-achieve ni siya na goals within 1 year. Example, mag-save ka for school supplies nimo next year. Magpalit kag cellphone na bag-o kay naguba na imong LCD natangtang na muna na og ka na mulupad. Ana. Lastly is ang intermediate goals. Bridge the gap between short-term and long-term goals. Usually take between 1 and 5 years. No? Ano ani ang best example ani is mabayad ka og tangshi, bayad kag utang or mag-save ka for higher education sa imong igsuon or for para ba sa imuha kung gusto ka mobalik og eskwela ana. Now that we understand the planning process, the first step is setting financial goals because our goals serves as the direction for all our financial decisions. In conclusion, personal financial planning is a step-by-step process that helps us manage our money wisely. By setting clear financial goals and following a financial plan, we can make better financial decisions and achieve our future goals. Even as students, starting to plan our finances can make or help us build a more secure future. That ends my presentation. Thank you everyone for listening.
Hello everyone, I am Makayo Bianghag and welcome to today's presentation on learning goal from goals to plan. A lifetime of financial planning, we often hear people set big financial goals. Buying a dream home and starting a business or enjoying a comfortable retirement. But how do we actually get there? The answer lies on establishing comprehensive financial plans that serve as our lifelong roadmap. Let's dive in. The financial planning life cycle. First, it's vital to understand that financial planning is not a one-time event. It is a dynamic, evolving process as we move through different stages of life. Our income patterns, debt obligations, and home ownership goals and financial risk profile shift dramatically. Life stages and financial priorities. Let's look at the financial life cycle. Continuum in early childhood, we rely entirely on our parents. As we enter the high school and college, we land our first jobs and learn personal budgeting. During family formation in our late 20s and 30s, major assets purchases like homes and vehicles. 401k, matching and tuition reimbursement can boost your total compensation by 30% or more. Pairing these benefits with proactive tax planning ensures you maximize take-home income. Retirement and estate planning. When it comes to retirement, starting early is the key. For example, investing $2,000 annually into IRR at 5% interest starting at age 30 yield over $180,000 by age 65. Waiting just 10 years until age 40 slashes that total down on $95,454. Additionally, estate planning ensures your hard-earned assets are transferred to your heirs smoothly and effectively. Adapting to critical life events, life is not static major events like getting married, having children, experiencing a divorce, or navigating sandwich generation where you support both children and aging parents. Require immediate revision to your financial blueprint. Then, financial resilience. So, financial resilience. During economic downs like recession, maintaining 3 to 6 months of liquid emergency funds is essential. Remember the golden rule: spend less you earn, update family budget regularly, and never panic sell during market drops. So, selecting a professional financial planner. If you seek expert guidance, know how financial planners are compensated. Fee-only planners charge flat or hourly fees and provide unbiased advices. Commission-based planners earn from product sales, while hybrid planners combine both models. Choose the model that best fits your needs without conflict or of interest. So, to summarize, start planning early. Alat lang, ikaw na to. To summarize, start planning early, build an emergency buffer, leverage employee benefits, and adapt your roadmap as life changes. Thank you. And vehicles take center stage. Then during career development, typically between age 45 and 64, earning power peaks allowing for accelerated wealth accumulation. Finally, pre-retirement and retirement focuses on preserving capital and state transfer. Roadmap for success. As highlighted in our textbook, financial plans provide a roadmap for achieving your financial goals. Without a concrete plan, goals remain mere wishes. A structured financial plan breaks down high-level aspiration into every level actionable steps. So, core components of financial plans. A holistic financial plan consists of four main pillars. First is asset acquisition planning, managing liquid assets, personal items, real estate, and investment. So, second is liability and insurance planning, managing debt smartly and insuring against life. Life shocks, savings and investment planning, building emergency funds, and growing wealth. Then lastly, tax optimization, leveraging tax, deferred account, and deduction legally keep more what you earn. The power of compound growth. Now, look at the chart of representing exhibit of 1.5. If you invest $1,000 today for 40 years at an 8% return, you accumulate $21,725. But if you earn just 2% points more a 10% return, the same $1,000 grows to 45,259. That's more than double the final wealth due to compound interest. Small difference in returns and starting early create massive financial outcome over time. Employee benefits and taxes. Don't overlook employer-sponsored benefits. A well-designed employee benefit and vehicles take center stage. Then during career development, typically between age 45 and 64, earning power peaks allowing for accelerated wealth accumulation. Finally, pre-retirement and retirement focuses on preserving capital and state transfer. Roadmap for success. As highlighted in our textbook, financial plans provide a roadmap for achieving your financial goals. Without a concrete plan, goals remain mere wishes. A structured financial plan breaks down high-level aspiration into every level actionable steps. So, core components of financial plans. A holistic financial plan consists of four main pillars. First is asset acquisition planning, managing liquid assets, personal items, real estate, and investment. So, second is liability and insurance planning, managing debt smartly and insuring against life. Life shocks, savings and investment planning, building emergency funds, and growing wealth. Then lastly, tax optimization, leveraging tax, deferred account, and deduction legally keep more what you earn. The power of compound growth. Now, look at the chart of representing exhibit of 1.5. If you invest $1,000 today for 40 years at an 8% return, you accumulate $21,725. But if you earn just 2% points more a 10% return, the same $1,000 grows to 45,259. That's more than double the final wealth due to compound interest. Small difference in returns and starting early create massive financial outcome over time.
Good day, everyone.
Employee
For this part of our report, we will be discussing LG4, the economic environment's influence on the personal financial planning. Now, before we dive in, let us ask ourselves, when we make financial decisions like saving up or something, deciding whether to invest, are we really just deciding on our own? Actually, no. Our financial planning doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happened inside a much bigger system, one that has shaped our government, businesses, and consumers like us. That's exactly we will be unpacking today. So, first, let us talk about the planning environment itself. Financial planning takes a place in what we call dynamic economic environment, meaning it's constantly changing and it's happened by the actions of the three major groups. First, government, second, the business, and third is the consumers. Every decision we make, whether it's about spending, saving, investing, or even retirement, it's influenced by the both of the currently or the future states of the economic. For example, if the stock market is doing really well, that's can be positive effect of our investment and retirement funds. But if the inflation suddenly rise, prices go up and they become harder to make ends meet. So understanding how economic work can be actually help us to make smarter financial decisions. Let's break down these three key players. First, we have the government, federal, state, and local. They provide us with essential public good and services like police protection, fire department, national defense, education, healthcare, but a government is not just a provider. It also a regulator of economic activities, and at the same time it acts as both customers and an employer. It also collects taxes, which is become a major source of revenue. Next, we have business. Businesses provide us with the good and services, and in return, they receive payment. But the produce of those uh, goods and services, business need what they call a factors of productions: labor, land, financial capital. In exchange, businesses they pay wages, interest, and profit. And this actually what keeps our free enterprise system running. And finally, we have customers. And this is us. We're actually the central of player and this world system. Why? Because our choices, what we buy and how we save, how much we spend, and ultimately we determine what's good and services businesses will produce. So, in a way, every peso and we spend or save sends a signal to the whole economy. Now let's zoom out and talk about the economic as a whole. The economy is influenced by how government, businesses, and consumers interact with each other, and they also world economy and conditions. The government has two major tools to manage the economy. The first is monetary policy. This is refers to the program that control the amount of the money and circulation. Basically, it's either stimulate or slow down economic growth. The second is fiscal policy. This is the government approach to spend its taxations. A great real world example of this is what happened during the 2008-2009 financial crisis when the government increased spending specification is to help to stimulate the US economy. Next, let's talk about something really important. Economic cycle, the most does not stay the same forever. It's actually moves through the different stages, almost like a cycle. There are four main stages. First is expansion. This is when employment and production level are high and the economic is growing. When it comes to recession, this is happen when the economic starts to decline. If that decline lasts more than 6 months, it's officially considered a recession. If a recession become really severe, it can turn into depression. This is when economic growth is almost at the standstill. or even negative. And finally, we have recovery. This is the stage when employment and production starts improving again, whether it's bouncing back from recession or depressions. Now, let's talk about something we have probably experienced: inflation. Inflation simple means that the general price level into economy increase over time. The most common way to measure inflation is through the Consumer Price Index or CPI, which look at the changes into cost of the consumer's goods and services. And when inflation happens, it affects something called our purchasing power, which is basically how much our money can actually buy. As per prices go up, the same prices amount money can buy a less or than before. Inflation is also directly affected interest rate. When inflation is high, lending would usually charge higher interest rate because they want to protect themselves from losing purchasing power over time. And when interest rates go up, that means higher payment or mortgage, car loans, and the credit card. It also affects stock and bond prices, and even our long-term retirement plans. So, with all these economic factors in play, one big question comes into mind: what actually determine how much we earn? Our income depends on a lot of different factors: our job, our own businesses, our investment, and even things like our age, marital status, educations, and where we live. Earning is a high income. It's not about automatic. It takes dedications, hard work, and yes, having well thought and financial plans. So, to wrap everything up, our personal financial planning doesn't happen into installations. It's shaped by the government policies, business activities, and our own choice as customers. It's also affected by vigor force or economic cycle and inflation. That's why understanding the economic environment, it's not just about something economists need to know. It's actually help us as an individual make wiser and more informed financial decisions. That's all for our report. Thank you so much for listening.
Good day, everyone. I am Sheena Aparicio. Today, I'll be discussing our topic: evaluate the impact of age, education, and geographic location on personal income. In this presentation, we will learn how a person's age, level of education, place of living can affect how much they earn. We will also see how these three factors work together and why they are important in making good education and career decisions. Before we begin, let's first look at our learning objectives. By the end of this presentation, we should be able to explain how age affects personal income and why income usually changes as people gain work experience. Describe how education helps people earn more by giving them better job opportunities. Evaluate how geographic location can influence income and availability of jobs. Understand how age, education, and location work together to affect a person's earnings. Recognize the importance of making good education and career decisions to achieve financial success. These objectives will help us understand the different factors that can affect a person's income and future career. Now let's move on to our first topic, which is the impact of age and personal income. Age can influence how much a person earns. Younger workers usually earn lower salaries because they have less work experience. As people gain experience and skills, their income often increases. Income usually reaches its highest level during middle age. Age can affect how much money a person earns. Young workers usually earn less because they are just starting their jobs and have a little work experience. As they continue working, they gain more skills, experience, so their income usually increases. Many people earn the highest income during middle age because they have more knowledge, experience, and responsibilities at work. In simple terms, the more experience a person gains over time, the greater their chance of earning a higher income. Move on to our second topic, which is the impact of education and personal income. Education is one of the biggest factors affecting income. People with higher education often qualify for better paying jobs. College degrees, training, and certifications improve employment opportunities. Learning new skills can help individuals receive promotions and higher salaries. Investing in education can increase lifetime earnings. Education is one of the most important factors that affects a person's income. People who finish college, earn certifications, or complete specialized training often have a better job opportunities and qualify for higher paying jobs. Education also helps people develop the knowledge and skills that employers are looking for. By continuing to learning and improving their skills, they have a better chance of getting promoted, growing their careers, and earning a higher salary. In simple words, the more education skills a person has, the better their chances of getting a good job and earning more money. Next is the impact of geographic location and personal income. Where a person lives can affect their income. Urban areas usually offer more jobs and higher salaries. Rural areas may have a fewer job opportunities and lower wages. The cost of living also varies by location. Where a person lives can also affect how much they earn. People who live in cities usually have more job opportunities and higher salaries. In rural areas, there may be a fewer jobs and lower wages. However, the cost of living is also different. Cities often have higher salaries, but living there is usually more expensive. Finally, let's look at how these factors work together. Combined impact. How these factors work together. Personal income is influenced by age, education, and geographic location. Education helps people qualify for higher paying jobs. Experience gained with age increases earning potentials. Living in an area with strong economies provides more employment opportunities. So to conclude, age, education, and geographic location all play an important role in person's income. By continuing to learn, gaining more work experience, and choosing good opportunities, people can improve their earning potentials. Thank you, and that's the end of my presentation. Good day, everyone. Once again, I'm Sheena Saparisho, and I will continue our discussion. Career choices and financial planning are closely connected. Your career determines how much income you earn, while financial planning helps you manage that income wisely. A stable career allows you to create a budget, save money, invest for the future, pay everyday expenses, and lastly, achieve personal and financial goals. Good financial planning ensures that the money earned is used effectively. Now let's talk about the importance of career choices. Choosing the right career is important because it provides financial stability and helps us achieve our goals. It gives us a stable income that we can use to pay for our daily needs, support our family, save money, and prepare for unexpected expenses. It also provides opportunities for personal growth and career advancement. When we choose a career that matches our interests and abilities, and we are more likely to enjoy our work and become successful. Why career choices are important? Choosing the right career helps you earn a stable and reliable income, meet your daily needs and responsibilities, prepare for emergencies, save and invest for future goals, improve your quality of life, achieve long-term financial security. A wise career choice can lead to both personal satisfaction and financial success. Now discuss the relationship between career choices and financial planning. Let's look at why choosing the right career is important. Choosing the right career is important because it provides financial stability and help us achieve our goals. A good career allows us to pay for our daily needs, support our family, save money, and prepare for unexpected expenses. It also gives us opportunities for personal growth and career advancement. When we choose a career that matches our interests and abilities, we're more likely to enjoy our work and become successful. Now, let's look at an example. Imagine a student who chooses a career in financial management. This means that the student studies hard, develops valuable skills, and gains work experience to prepare for their future career. With a proper financial planning, they can save money regularly, invest for the future, buy a house or a car, start a business, and prepare for retirement. These are examples of how managing money wisely can help achieve long-term financial goals. These examples shows that choosing the right career and practicing good financial planning work together to build a stable and financially secure for the future. In conclusion, career choices and personal financial planning are closely related. The career we choose affects our income, while financial planning helps us use that income wisely. Making informed career decisions, developing our skills, and practicing good financial habits can help us achieve financial security and reach our long-term goals. The key takeaway is that choosing the right career is not only about finding a job, it is also about building a successful and financial secure future.